jump in as we always do with viewer questions. Our first question comes from Kirby G, who asks, how much do you care about hard inquiries when it comes to your credit? And in relation to that, are you okay with applying for a card, even if there is only a 30% chance of you getting it? Will you risk it for the biscuit, quoting Uncle Luke, or not worth the hassle? How much do I care about hard inquiries? I don't. I have a number on my credit report, depending on which credit report it is. My TransUnion right now is super high. My Experian, not as high. My Equifax, who cares about Equifax? In relation to that, are you okay with applying for a card even if there's only a 30% chance of you getting it? I like to have more surety in my percentages, but you don't get to determine whether or not you're getting the card. It's up to the lender. So you try to present yourself as best you can. You try to meet whatever criteria you're aware of in this game, but it's not going to prevent me from applying. If my chance is 10%, if my chance is 30%, if my chance is 100%, I'll click apply. What's the worst that happens? They say no when I get a hard inquiry. Hard inquiries don't matter. And they fall off your report in 2 years. And they stop mattering on your report after a year. So yeah, I'd risk it. But right now there just aren't any cards that I'm chomping at the bit to go apply for. So there's that for me. Greg, your thoughts here?
Similar to yourself, I just do not care. With the exception of a few banks, Citi, somewhat US Bank, it doesn't matter. If there was a higher penalty mark or drop on your credit for hard inquiries, I'd be more concerned. But once your credit profile gets thick enough, it doesn't matter if you've got two hard inquiries or 15. The banks will look at you and look at your entire profile and say, does this person need more credit? Probably not. Do I trust this person to pay their bills? Or do I trust this person to at least rack up enough debt and somewhat pay me back? Sure. So for me, doesn't matter.
Totally fair.
I like seeing how high I can get the number. It's fun. It's like a game. I'll apply for anything. I don't care. What's the worst they do? I get a hard inquiry and I get like 4 text messages saying, hey, by the way, your credit profile has been looked at. Okay. Once you
There's
get
been
to
a
a certain,
change to your TransUnion
yeah,
report.
once you get to a certain number, it stops mattering. I can't get lower than poor. Once you hit that poor number of inquiries, there's no further level. It's not like real poor or white trash. There's no final level of hard inquiries. Like I have met that threshold. That is not the deciding factor on if I get a card or not anymore.
When they develop FICO 12, I want white trash to be an option.
I am familiar, so I can help them out in that regard.
That's fair. So it doesn't limit you in any way. And you just apply for cards on a bet and end up with a American Airlines card that you don't expect to use.
It wasn't even a bet. You just
Proud
said
of
that
you.
anybody could get it, so I applied for it to try to prove you wrong. And oh, guess what? Guess what I have now?
Yup. Lonnie, your thoughts here?
Yeah, I actually do care about my hard inquiries. Not to go against the grain of everyone else, but all said no, so I'm going to be the guy that says yes. And that's only because, not to take anything away from what anyone said, they're all correct. They're not going to be that huge of an impact on your credit score. But at the same time, I don't want the perception of I'm consistently looking for more credit, especially at my current stage in life where it might be another large purchase that requires a hard credit hit. I don't want it to, let's just call it a house. Let's use house, for example. I don't want to be like, I'm looking for a house. And then, as you had mentioned, the bank looking at me, but you just also are looking for 15 credit cards. Like somewhere the math doesn't math from visual perception, and I don't want to have to explain it. So by keeping them low, spreading out your credit card applications, you're okay. Now, granted, credit history is there, longevity is there, payment history and all that other stuff is there. So you can talk to it, but do you really want the conversation or do you just want the approval? Like going back to the second part of the question, they're like 30% or whatnot. Do you want to have to call reconsideration or do you just want to be approved when you hit the blue apply button? I'm the latter. And I'm going to leave it right there.
That's completely fair.
I like the distinction of generations. Lonnie and I are in the same generation, but there are a few years between us of buy a house or me being like, I'm never gonna do that. Oh,
Depends on where
Thanks
you
to our-
live.
Oh, I was about to say, thanks to a lender that we're going to be talking about a little bit more today, I will never be able to buy a house until my parents die.
I feel you,
You're
bro.
just gonna let that one slide. Just move on.
Yep, I was
Wow.
gonna.
Door remains open. All right, let's move.